Greetings, my name is Niken Astari Carpenter, and with me today I have the school board candidates, Zakaria, Sharif. Welcome.
Hello, yes, my name is Zakaria Sharif. I'm currently on the board as we speak right now.
What's your position in the board?
Right now, as a board member, you advocate for the whole district, for the kids, and you make important decisions like budgeting, make sure that students stay safe and all the important issues.
So you're incumbent and you would like to run for another term. So what inspired you to run for another term?
So I ran 2021. I did not get on the board, but January of this year, 18th, I was appointed because there's Dr. Leacher Tate resigned, and then there was a host of candidates who applied for that position, and I'm honored and humbled to be out of the 16 candidates who did apply for that, and I was appointed for that position. And one of the things that really inspired me is I myself, a father of 5 kids. My wife Sarah and I have 5 beautiful kids. So not just my kids, but also all the students that we have, over the 10,000 students that we have in our district, and to advocate for all of them to make sure that we're doing the right thing by them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Plus, you're a new American, right?
Yes. Yes. I came. Originally was born in Somalia. I came here in '96. As a refugee. I lived here all my life. So definitely, I am a new American. I've been here for a while, but definitely used to Erie now.
That's important to see, like somebody who looked like you running for an office, because representation matter. I think you give a great example for new Americans here. But okay, from your first term as a school board member and director, what are the lessons learned, and what from that lesson learned, what are your main focus right now?
So I have usually. From what I learned, running, you have to get out and talk to the people, and even if you don't get it, I'm still passionate about. That's why I still ran for the current position that I'm on. But I think the top focus right now as a school board member currently, safety has to be one of the most priority for anyone. We have to make sure kids are getting to school safely and they're making their way home, with everything that's happening in the country with the shooting. So we definitely want to protect not just our students, our faculty members, our teachers. We want to make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, especially with a lot of bomb threat happening
absolutely.
Around, right?
So yes, that's definitely the top of the list. And going along with that, with a lot of those incidents, majority of it has to do with mental health. So we also have to really address mental health and making sure that the well-being of our teachers, students are really addressed, and that we need to focus on those things.
What are already existed in the Erie School District that address this mental health?
So, during the pandemic, the school district received ARP funding that they were able to hire more behavioral health and mental health specialists. And currently, and I know there's still...
This is American Rescue Plan funding, right?
Absolutely, yes. And it just helped boost that, because during the pandemic, if anything that we learned is that kids were out of school for almost 2 years, So there was a lot of alone time. So for getting this money really is helping to address that, and hopefully we will continue with that as well.
Okay. So what else that you're focusing on?
So advocacy is one of the biggest things. Often schools like Erie School District does not receive the same funding as our neighboring school district, because of the low tax rate or whatnot. But we have to get out as a school board director. We have to talk to our legislators to make sure we advocate, because we can't just depend on taxes and increasing taxes, because eventually the population declines or people move out. So we have to make sure that from the state level that we get in level funding that will support our mission in the school, whatever it's the kids, make sure the kids have the right materials, the teachers are getting the right support in the class. So advocacy is huge.
Advocacy is huge, especially I heard from the school students, they talk about how the school condition, we want to talk a little bit about school condition?
Absolutely. That's one of my also planned facility improvement plans. And, the district is already is addressing that, before I was appointed. That was one of the issues. It's been a long time thing that was neglected prior, but I'm glad to see that the district is moving forward. They already started the renovation in Collegiate High School, East Erie High School. Same thing is being renovated, and there's also other schools are top priority, and as we go on the years, you'll see a lot of improvement happening. Make sure that we have a proper ventilation system in our schools.
Okay. So how about do you have any concern about the graduation rate here?
Absolutely. You know, that's a challenge in the district. Not just graduation, but the attendance has been a huge, you know, our attendance is lacking, and that's something that we have to, because of the pandemic, and there's a lot of lag time, and, you know, either, you know, for whatever reason, parents might not feel comfortable yet with their kids coming back, but we know that coming in-person learning is the best option for our kids, one-on-one with their teachers in the classroom. But if we can get the, you know, if we can get the attendance rate up, and you know, the more they are in class, that will hopefully equal to our graduation rate going up, and focusing that our kids are getting the right support. You know, we talked about, you know, not just in school, but out of school. You talk about, you know, after school kids who need more assistance. And that's one of the things that I help out with in our community, the Islamic Association of Erie. My partner Akram and I, we run a program, you know, working with the district. It's called Anchor program, but our program is Elevate Success, that we're helping students K through 5, and anybody's welcome, but helping the kids make sure they do their homework. Anything that we can help them with their curriculums is really huge to boost their knowledge in their area.
That's wonderful. So how do people, if they would like to support your campaign or you're running for this office, how do they know about this? How do they reach out to you? So
I'm usually really out in the community. I call myself as a public servant, and that's what I love to do. And many people know me, but usually I'm on social media as far as Facebook. You know, you can go Zakaria Sharif for school board, or just my name.
You want to spell that?
Zakaria Sharif, Sharif for school board, and you can follow me on there. Erie County United. I thank them for their endorsement, and we also have other candidates on there too. So that's other ways to, and you can also reach. You can call me. I'll give people my numbers. I'm a very open public person, so once you go to my page, my number is on there that you can contact me directly.
Great. So one question. What sets you apart from other school board candidates?
You know, I usually don't like comparing myself to others, but I think that my passion, you know, being a parent, you know, I've always worked with youth, and I just have the passion for the city that I think, you know, often people look down on public education. I'm a person who went through the public education. We could make it happen. It's challenging in areas, yes, but we can make it happen. So one of the things is that I would say, like, you know, I tell people, don't forget in the primaries, May 16th, look for my name on the ballot. You know, I'm running for the current position that I'm in. There's 2 years remaining. Then I'm also running for the 4-year term too. So I will greatly appreciate any support that I can get. But we're also looking for people to help with canvassing with Erie County United, phone banks. So any help. Also, you can also donate, because, you know, you have to buy some advertising materials. You know, we have buttons here, you know, vote for Zakaria Sharif, yard signs, and other literature materials that we send out. So anything that people can contribute, it would be greatly appreciated.
Zach, one last question from me. What would the voter, if one thing you can tell the voter, what would the voter have to remember about you? What is it that we can remember about you?
I would say representation. Representation matters. Yes.
Correct.
Yes, and I mean, you know, I don't have to say that, and you know, you can just see that. But you can account for me, that I will represent, and I will be the voices of those who often don't get the platform to speak. So I'm an open book, like I said before. You can always count on me to do what's best for our students, our teachers, and our district to move forward.
Yes.
And working along with the other school board directors as well.
Thank you so much, Zakaria.
And thank you, Nikin. I just want to say thank you for taking your time to do this interview. It's my honor, my pleasure, and I really thank you.
Well, congratulations for running. This is big thing for a New American, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because, you know, often, we just as I talk to kids, they're like, "Well, you're on the school board." They're like, "Wow, that's," you know. And then, you know, if they just see me, and hopefully that would also, encourage them, like it's possible, like that, not just school board, but beyond that, we have other public platforms. You talk about school board, you talk about city council, county council, and many more. We need more people that look like me, that advocate to make sure that we're looking for the person behind me, that we reach out to every kid, make sure that they all get the opportunity.
Yes, and you're giving a good example for that.
Thank you
Again.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations. Good luck for your running. So,
thank you. Just remember May 16th for the primaries, please vote. And remember my name, Zakaria Sharif, on the ballot for the 2 years and the 4 years.
Well, that's it today, our conversation with the school board candidate Zakaria Sharif. And don't forget to go and vote for those of you who are eligible on the primary May 16. Remember, representation matters. Thank you.